The EU aims to boost entrepreneurship in the overall areas of its territory. So basically what happens is that the EU provides funding to certain categories to boost their entrepreneurship. And this is an attempt to tackle any type of unemployment and to create a more diverse and a more entrepreneurial environment for people that can benefit of that. However, there are certain criteria that the EU provides in order to qualify for those grants, for those fundings. So first of all, there are certain type of ideas that are funded. So if you have any innovative activity, you can set up an innovative startup, you can get tax credit and you can get fundings, or you can get grants backed by the EU. So in that case, you apply to a bank, you get the money, and that money is backed by a EU guarantor, meaning that if you default, the bank basically has no risk because they can claim the guarantor paid by the European Union. So normally, if you have a good idea, and this is in the innovative sectors or it's an environmentally friendly idea, it's easier to get funding. Alternatively, you can get funding based on who you are. So normally entrepreneurs of 35 years or less, or women, which basically are the categories that have been most affected by the 2008 financial crisis and the current COVID crisis, you can get money for that. So if you start a business as a woman entrepreneur, or any young person of 35 years or less, you can get grants and funds. And by the way, this is an application process that requires you to detail your personal information and your business information, and basically they gave a point to any activity. So everybody can apply, or in certain cases, only women or young entrepreneurs 35 years or less can apply. But in any case, you get more points if you meet any of the criteria set by the law. And finally, the third category is territorial business. So there are certain areas in Italy that are disadvantaged. So there are certain areas in which it is more difficult to do business, and the European Union is trying to boost them. And most notably, this is the southern areas. So basically, the EU provides funds to the national government that places them into southern regions. And there's this incentive called Resto al Sud. So in the south, many people migrated to the north or overseas to get better economic opportunities. But if you are 55 years old or younger, you can get grants and funds if you start any business activity, but it has to be located in the south. You need to be a resident of the south, and you need also to start your business there. In that case, you can secure funding. And in certain cases, those funds can accumulate. So if you are 30-year-old and living in the south, you can get more money than just 30 years old living in the north. So it is very important to understand which funds and grants you might be eligible and you can apply, and especially you need to know precisely how to do that. No wonder that 60% of the funds provided by the EU are not spent. And the reason why they aren't, it is because people fail to apply. So people's applications are rejected because they're not done properly. They don't have the tools, they don't provide the required documents, or they're just simply out of time. They apply late. So it's very important, if you have any business idea, to know what sources you can apply to and how to do that. And of course, if you can't do that personally, we strongly advise to get the help of an experienced accountant to do so.